Schwa of A. The schwa sound of A, as in separate, and its dictionary symbol is like an upside-down E, like this image. A schwa is a name given to a weak sound of any vowel. The A in permanent has a weak sound because it is in a syllable that is not stressed. Notice that the first syllable p in permanent is stressed, but not the middle one where the A is. A schwa is a name given to any weak, unstressed, and barely heard sound of a vowel. As in permanent, we say the middle syllable ma with a very little stress on it. Thus, the sound of the A in ma is a weak sound called a schwa sound. This vaguely heard sound of A in ma can be confused with any other vowel sound. It is this weak and confusing sound of a vowel, which is called a schwa sound. The symbol of the schwa sound in dictionaries looks like an upside-down E. Similarly, and as in beggar, the first part of the word beg is stressed, but not the ya, where the schwa is. In about, the second part of the word bout is stressed, but not where the A is. In most cases, a schwa is followed by one of the semivowels L, M, N, R, or S. Semivowels have various effects on the vowels that precede them. The semivowel R is the most controlling out of the 5 semivowels. You will learn the schwa better after studying all of the 5 vowels and comparing them. Compare the schwa sound of A and E in these homonyms: alter, alter, navel, navel. The E better than the A theory belittled A. The people who develop written English seem to have liked the E more than the A. Examining the meaning of many words that contain the A, as opposed to the E, one can detect that the A was belittled. If a word had negative connotations, then it was most likely spelled with an A. Apparently, if a word has a vulgar or banal connotation, it is most likely spelled with an A. This theory can help you remember the spelling of a great number of words. Naturally, values change over a period, and one would need to place oneself during the time when English was written, and think accordingly. For instance, food items were most likely considered of the mundane and banal items that they gave an A to them, as in vinegar. Read and pay attention to the negative connotations in these words. In addition, see how the stress is on the syllable where the weak sound of A is not. Also, see how one of the semivowels R, L, N, M, and S follows the vast majority of these schwas: beggar, undignified job; vulgar, banal; vinegar, mere food; liar, E in lie becomes a; burglar, crook; singular, alone, not many; similar, not the real one; caterpillar, mere worm; secular, worldly; lay, popular, too exposed; familiar, too exposed; separate, by itself; summary, not the whole; standard, basic; drunkard, drunkard; secretary, not the boss; assistant, not the boss; parole, still not free; abuse, misuse; absurd, illogical; lizard, mere lizard; banal, vulgar; burial, of death; trivial, of little importance; decimal, very small; fatal, terminal; lethal, deadly; suicidal, desperate; brutal, vicious; scandal, disgrace; scandalous, shameful; resistance, opposing force; sufferance, pain; assistance, aid for needy; tenant, not a homeowner; servant, low-ranking job; dependent, needy; truant, negligent; disturbance, trouble; annoyance, irritation; ignorance, lack of knowledge; hesitantche, undecisive; variance, discrepancy; encumbrance, nuisance; hindrance, obstruction; surveillance, under inspection; grievance, moan; riddance, taking away; abeyance, delaying. Note: not every word that contains an A has a negative connotation, but words that have negative connotations are most likely spelled with an A. Some of the following words have negative connotations and some do not. Continue to read the rest of these words to learn to spell them with an A: discrepancy, truancy, supplementary; monetary, elementary, preliminary; obituary, sanctuary, mortuary; imaginary, veterinary; culinary, ordinary; mercenary, reactionary; secondary, revolutionary; stationary, temporary; arbitrary, contrary; burglary, capitulary; salary, rosemary; customary, necessary; glossary, adversary; anniversary, calendar; hazard, coward; awkward, backward; rearward, gizzard; buzzard; blizzard, nectar; mustard, custard; altar, cellar; regular, circular; granular, vernacular; cellular, dollar; collar, peculiar; lunar, calendar; capital, global; legal, mental; signal, final; mammal, moral; several, literal; liberal, equivalent; typical; critical, logical, amendment; permanent, consonant; guidance, importance; fundamental not an, a, independent, independent, and superintendent. Additional, better than the, a, theory justifications. 1 English does not favor the letter, a, and the, is better than the, a, in English. 2 Not only in English but in any language, verbs are more important than nouns, and nouns are more important than adjectives. 1. Verbs 2 Nouns 3 Adjectives. Therefore, when 2 words sound the same, English uses in verbs as in see, and ea in nouns as in see. Furthermore, English uses in nouns as in weak, and ea in adjectives as in weak. Notice that steal, even though a verb, the ea, was given to a verb with a negative connotation, but not to the noun steal. Analyzing the meanings of these words that contain ea, as opposed to one discovers that the people who developed written English did not like the a, and used ea in words that conveyed some type of a negative connotation: cheap, of little value; cheat, to deceive; freak, abnormal person; rear, not the front; leash, a restraining chain; fear, to be afraid; treason, betrayal; weak, not strong; sleazy, cheap; weasel, deceitful; repeat, nothing new; defeat, to be beaten; sneak, not being frank; squeak, unpleasant sound; smear, to stain; impeach, discredit; seal, mere animal; appear, not sure; appeal, to petition; reveal, to expose; squeal, tell on friends; conceal, to hide; dream, not actual; scream, cry loudly; wean, give up milk; lean, sign of weakness; disease, sickness; deceased, dead, not alive; beat, to hit; leak, a leak of liquid; beast, brutal; meat, mere food; ear, mere body part. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to learn more.